Laura. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be reacting to AMP today. Thereafter, I'm curious as to how this is going to be different from Past, which I just saw yesterday, so I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and see what it's all about. I wonder if this is going to be a full ballad or not. This is the same member who they started with in Past, right? Ooh, I like these big hits. Oh. Oh, nice. Okay, I think this is the end. It's just the credits. But I'll leave a earbud in while I'm talking. So what I really like with this particular song is I feel like we got to see another side to AMP. And I think that they're doing a really good job at giving us a lot of variety and genres within their music. So what that does is that it tells a lot of people, I mean, that there's something there for everyone that they provide. So whether you like pop rock, whether you like harder rock, whether you like something a little more punky, it really does have they have all of these elements, right? I like how, though, you guys have to tell me, I think they started Past with the same member. Is that correct? So it was, that kind of had a correlation too, which I thought was very good. Throughout the entire song, I really loved how they used the instrumentals to emphasize certain aspects. So in the pre-chorus, right before going into the chorus, there were these big hits that they did every time, and it really helped get a bigger feel, a bigger sound within the chorus. And I loved also when we get to the second verse, then it ramped up even more. So we had like the running guitar going up with the chords and then getting into those big hits again, going right into the chorus. Having those kind of aspects makes certain things memorable, and so you can kind of anticipate what's going to come next. And something that is really important especially in pop songs, is having something that is memorable. So if you can have a form that basically someone can predict after the first verse chorus, then what that does is it helps you remember the rest of the song and helps you memorize things quicker. And that's really important because you want something to grab attention and kind of hook themselves into it. That's why they call those hooks. And so I think that was a really smart idea because the form was so predictable and it was really nice to hear throughout the entire part. I really also loved in the bridge, we have that driving bass drum. Kind of for this particular song, I felt consistently moving forward. That's what I was thinking the entire time, is that, oh, this is like, it keeps like going forward, driving forward to the next part. And so that makes a lot of sense. It reminds me a lot of what they did in like the 2010s with rock music. I'm thinking of bands like All American Rejects, even some like harder rock bands like 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, those kind of bands where there's always like going faster and faster towards the end. Not for every song, but I think this is just a really popular genre of rock, and so I think that this is good for them as well. I loved at the end, like in the bridge going into the last chorus, we had the harmony. Ooh, it was so nice. And then we had the ad libs that were happening, which was really nice. And I love how in this particular music video, they had at the very end, they had all of the picture shots. I think that was really fun with the way they kind of scrapbooked them in, having them at different angles, that kind of thing. It just like shows kind of a more behind the scenes look for, a song where pretty much what they're doing is, you see them in certain aspects and then you kind of like put it all together where they're all performing together. So I think this is a great way for AMP to continue to grow. I wonder if they're going to do one more. Did they do 3 songs for their debut? I want to say they did, but maybe it was a pre-release. But I wonder if they're going to continue having a couple of tracks and music videos. So thanks so much for. Tell me what your thoughts are down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part in this particular song? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.